Be Mad Dog here, your ISI New England insider with the scoop. Let's give some New England Patriot updates, shall we? Big Boston, New York night, obviously Sox Yankees. You can catch my Midnight Mania show with Joey Jets on the replay, but I'm not here to talk about the Sox. I'm here to talk about the Pats. Yesterday, Rob Gronkowski, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, spike it up. He signed a one-day contract to retire as a New England Patriot. Officially, that is great news. But some unfortunate news, especially if this time last year, you had high hopes of this kid. Jalen Polk, who did catch 2 touchdowns last season, is out for the season with an injury. But what to watch for tonight? Obviously, Drake May won't be playing. Probably Henderson may get some reps. Stevenson won't be playing. And Kyle Williams and Elton Chisholm's out, which is interesting because that might mean he makes a team. But you got to keep an eye on Javion Baker, who was a bust last year, who had as much catches as some of the left tackles last year. See if he doesn't have a good game tonight, he may be cut from the team. But 2 defensive guys you really need to keep an eye on. And will get some playing time, even though he's behind Keon White on the depth chart. Anthony Jennings, he had a sack last week, will get some playing time. And Kyle Duggar in safety. Obviously, in the old Patriots scheme with Belichick and Mayo, they wanted safeties to be like half linebackers. But Vrabel wants those guys to be deep back in the coverage, and Duggar has been failing in that all training camp. So they might look to get some trade value for some Kyle Duggar or Jennings. So keep an eye on for the defensive side of things. And obviously Garrett Bradbury from the Vikings will most likely be our starting center. But if they let Will Campbell play, it's be interesting if we can get Abdul Carter versus Will Campbell tonight. Would be amazing because Will Campbell has high potential covering the left side of the field, which will be great if you see the Patriots shift their plays formation from left as opposed to right, especially in the passing game, because a big critical part, like the Eagles did to win the Super Bowl, is having a great, solid offensive line to protect these quarterbacks, as the quarterbacks and running backs are very injury-prone. But here's a eye to keep on for tonight's preseason action for the Patriots versus the Giants. That's all I have. And watch 3 and out every Saturday morning at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific time. Larry B. and my co-host of Midweek Mania, Mr. Terran Rodriguez. This is B Mad Dog signing off of IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sports. Woof!